Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh and I make videos about how to make your money go the furthest. So if you're interested in those types of videos and you'd like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel by smashing that subscribe button below. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Capital One Spark Business Cash Select credit card. I'm going to be listing some of the main points of this credit card and listing some of the things that you may like about this credit card in addition to some of the things that you may not like so much about this credit card. That way, by the end of this video, hopefully you have a better idea of whether this credit card would be a good fit for you or not. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm going to start this video out by listing some of the things that you may like about this credit card. And the first thing is going to be the spend bonus. So if you do spend at least $3,000 within the first 3 months of having this credit card, Capital One will give you $200 in the form of a spend bonus, just as a thank you for applying for their card, being accepted, and spending $3,000 within the first 3 months. Additionally, Capital One will be giving you 1.5% cash back on all transactions with this card. So that means for every $100 that you spend with this credit card, Capital One will be giving you $1.50 back. Another couple of things that you'll enjoy about having this credit card is that there is no annual fee, so you don't have to pay anything to use this credit card on an annual basis. In addition to that, there is also no foreign transaction fee. So if you do happen to do any business abroad or you do go somewhere internationally and use this credit card, there won't be any additional fee to use it abroad. Also, as an added bonus, this credit card does have a 0% APR for the first 9 months. So if you do have to make a larger purchase, you would have 9 months to pay that off. However, that goes against a lot of what my beliefs are, as I don't think that a lot of people should wait that time frame even if they aren't paying any interest for the first 9 months. I feel like you should at least have the amount in your bank account to pay off each transaction at the end of each statement cycle, but it does give you a little bit of flexibility there. And finally, another good thing about this credit card that you'll probably enjoy is that you can also order employee credit cards. So these employees will be considered authorized users on your credit cards, and you won't have to pay any additional charge for these credit cards. Now, a great thing about these employee cards is that you can set spend limits on them. So if Karen has a little bit of a mean streak and she goes missing for a week and you end up having to lay her off, you don't have to worry about her trying to seek revenge by going out and buying a $2,000 Louis Vuitton purse, as you can set some type of spend limit, maybe $50 to $100 or whatever would be reasonable for her to normally make a business transaction on. So if she usually only buys so much in paper each month, maybe like $50 in office supplies, maybe you can set her spend limit to $50 to $100 each month, rather than giving her the whole credit limit of whatever you achieve, whether that's $10,000, $15,000, or whatever Capital One gives you to start with. You can give your employees a more modest amount. That way you're not putting your assets at such a risk. All right, so now that I mentioned some of the things that you'll probably like about this credit card, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the other side of the things, some of the things that you may not like so much about this credit card. And we're gonna start out with the basics, and that's going to be some of the fees that you'll see with this credit card. And it's pretty much going to be the normal fees that you'll see with the other credit cards on the market as well. So there is a cash advance fee of $10 or 3%, whichever is greater. I always preach just to avoid these, stay far away. They're really not worth it ever to take out a cash advance, just too much. In addition to that, there's also a late payment fee up to $39. That's something we really don't have to worry about. Just pay your credit card off on time, every time, and you don't have to worry about any fees. And really, other than those fees, there's not a whole lot about these credit cards that I necessarily hate. I will say that 1.5% cash back isn't necessarily impressive. It doesn't really wow me, I guess. Now, Capital One has another Spark business credit card that actually earns 2% back. The only catch is that there is a $95 annual fee starting in the second year. But if you do spend enough to make that annual fee worth it, which a lot of people probably would, it might be worth it applying for that credit card. There's also a larger spend bonus with that one as well. And in addition to that, this credit card also only has a $200 spend bonus for spending $3,000 within the first 3 months. And for having to spend such a large amount, I mean, $3,000 may not be a large amount to a lot of people, but only receiving $200 for having to spend $3,000 isn't really equivalent to each other, in my opinion, just because other credit cards on the market, you'll receive like $150 or $200 and you only have to spend $500. So to have to spend $3,000 and in return only receiving $200 is pretty much on the low end, in my opinion. Now, there is actually a lot of offers. You may be receiving them in the mail or by email where you can actually receive $500 if you spend $3,000 within the first 3 months. That is by invitation only though, and most likely if you do call Capital One and ask for that offer, they probably won't be able to give you any type of code. It is kind of only by their marketing department, they kind of target different people. So if you want to hold out for an offer like that, you're certainly welcome to. Otherwise, right now on the website, all that they offer at the moment is $200 if you spend $3,000 within the first 3 months, which I said is a little bit on the low end, so I would list it as a bad thing, even though I guess it's better than nothing, but it just seems like they could give a little bit better of an offer, at least on their website. So to sum things up, I would say this is a solid credit card all in all, especially for someone who's looking to build business credit. Now, please keep in mind that this does report to the business credit bureaus, but it also reports to the personal credit bureaus as well. So it will report to both credit bureaus if you do apply for this credit card and are approved. So please keep that in mind, as most people think this credit card is only going to be reporting to business credit bureaus. That is incorrect. It's going to be reporting to both. The only thing I will say is that you can definitely shop around and see if there's other business credit cards out there for you. Like I said earlier in the video, Capital One does have another Spark business credit card that earns 2% back, so you might consider applying for that. I haven't yet made a video review for the one that earns 2% cash back, but once I do, I'll definitely post a link in the description box below so you can check that one out. But just see if that one's worth it, and even if the one that earns 2% cash back isn't worth it after the first year when that fee starts kicking in, you can always downgrade it to this one that earns 1.5% cash back. So that's just something for you to consider. Well, that about wraps up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this one and you'd like to see more videos like it, please hit the like button below and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this credit card, or if you currently have the credit card, what you think of it so far. And until next time, I hope you have a great day today. I'll see you next time.